Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of a lovely book haul that we started on Giselle's channel. There's a part 1 on her channel that you can go ahead and click. There's going to be a card right here that you can go ahead and click and go watch that, because you should definitely watch part 1 first, because we show a lot of really cool books in that.
These are the books that we got from the Boston Public Library book sale, which happened on February 6th, a week from when we were filming this. We're filming it a week later, and we got a lot of awesome books. Yeah,
we got these books from that, and we went with Steve from Open Letters, who I've talked about before on this channel, and you've probably seen him in comments around BookTube. He's very much in love with BookTube, and he sends books to BookTubers every once in a while, and I've gotten some things from him before, and he was kind enough to show us around Boston a little bit. We went to a lovely used bookstore and the Boston Public Library book sale, and we actually showed all of this in our vlog. We have, if you haven't heard me talk about it yet, we have a daily vlog. We have a daily vlog channel called Rhodes Vlog. We upload a video for every single day of our lives. So
we started on January 1st, and so it's been going for a little over a month now, and it's really fun, and we have a whole long vlog about what we did in Boston that day. We didn't really show the books too much. It's more of us just spending time with Steve and being in Boston. So
this is a perfect opportunity for people who've already seen that to now see what the books are. And if you'd like to see us going around that day having a fun time in bookish places, then definitely go check out the vlog. And yeah, we should go check out our vlog channel, because we talk about books on there quite a bit. So in the last part, in part 1 on Giselle's channel, I started. So Giselle is going to start this time, as she is a guest on this channel.
Alright, so I'm going to start off with another old book. We've been collecting old books for our wedding receptions, and I think we already own this one, but in a different edition. So we have another one. It is A House at Pooh's Corner, and this is by A.A. Milne, of course. And I've actually never read a Winnie the Pooh book, but this one was really beautiful and super cute and green, which is my favorite color. And so we decided to get it, and it's older. It's from 1955, so I'm really excited about that. And on the publication page, it has a little cute little Winnie the Pooh at the bottom. It's adorable. So we got this, and it can now be a centerpiece for our wedding reception.
And if you don't know what she's talking about for some reason, because you haven't seen that video, we're getting married and we're collecting old books for our wedding reception.
Yeah.
I'll put a link to that video down below, so because we're going to be showing several old books.
Whenever I see old books for really cheap, especially ones that I'm interested in actually owning and reading, then we purchase them, and then they're going to be centerpieces, and then we can take them home afterwards and have them forever, and it'll be awesome.
And they'll look nice and beautiful on our shelves. We'll have a nice old bookshelf.
We'll probably have a whole bookcase at some point, and it will be amazing, because I already have like 2 bookshelves full in California already, so we'll have even more, and it'll be awesome.
So the first book that I'm going to show in this part is one that has an interesting story behind it. You'll see that in the vlog if you go subscribe to that. You'll see it in the vlog. We kind of go over what happens and stuff. We just, the other day, we got these books, and the vlog for that day will be out very soon. But he sent me this a while ago. He sent it to me in January, and this is actually like the advanced reader's copy edition of it, so it was like right before it actually came out, and I was like super excited because he told me that he was going to send it to me, and it ended up not getting to me for post office related reasons, but now I have it, and I'm so happy to have it. It is The Bands of Mourning by Brandon Sanderson. I've actually already read it. I had to read it. I had to read it when it came out, obviously. I got it on Kindle, but I'm so happy to have this copy. You don't even know. I'm so happy to have this, and it also has the the new Ascendancy newspaper in it, which is really cool. It makes me really, really happy to have this. I kind of want to hang it on our wall, and I think I'm going to do that, actually. So, thank you so much, Steve, for this. I think this is your first time seeing us since the vlog for this day is probably not out yet. This is probably your first time seeing me that I got it. I got it, and it's amazing, and I'm so happy. Thank you so much.
And we only got that yesterday. It's not like he's taking a super long time. It's like we've had it for 2 weeks. And
we got it. We got it yesterday.
So.
Also, I love this, by the way. I talked about that in my February weekly wrap up. I talked about it in my February weekly wrap up last week about how much I loved it. It's my favorite Wax and Rain book so far.
So along the train of old books that we've been collecting, we got 3 more. I don't know anything about them, so I'm just going to show them to you really quickly in quick succession. So we got Hymns by Frederick W. Faber. and they're just a book of little hymns, and it's really cute, and
it's like in perfect condition. It's beautiful. The whole thing is gorgeous. It's got such a nice feel to it,
and it's in amazing condition. And you would never guess what year this was from based on the condition. It was published in 1875, which is just blows my mind because I've never seen a book in that great of condition. And there's even an inscription in the front that says it's from January 1882, which is so cool that like somebody wrote this ink in here to somebody else from 1882. So this makes me really happy. And
I mean, we don't know it, but when we saw it, we just knew we had to get it because of how cool it is.
It's going to be a centerpiece, so that's really awesome. And then we also ended up getting Days with Sir Roger de Coverley, and I don't know what this is in the slightest, of course, per usual. And this doesn't have a publication date written in the front, but this is actually a book that I would be interested in reading. It has really cool little illustrations throughout it, and they're really beautiful, actually. I'm kind of impressed with how pretty they are, so it's one that I'm interested in, and it's really, really short, but it's super cute, and it will go on the green table along with A House at Pooh's Corner. Both of the ones that we have. And then the last book, the old book that I have no idea what it is, but it is Tapestries, Their Origin, History, and Renaissance, and this is by George Leland Hunter. The V, it looks like a V.
It is a V. The U is a V. Because it's old.
That's silly.
So this is just a book about tapestries.
Yeah,
really cool.
and it was copyrighted in 1912, which is insane, but it has a bunch of tapestries in it and talks about them, and I think it's really cool. I love art in general, of almost any medium, and I think tapestries are really cool. I don't know, I would much rather paint or draw just because it's so much easier to me. It's like you can much more easily fix a mistake with that, but like if a tapestry, if you mess up, like I feel like there's so much more work, and it's just you like have to think about exactly what you're going to do for the whole thing. You have to plan out every little bit. You can't just kind of improvise as you go like you can with drawing or painting, and like, oh, I messed up this thing right here, I'll just turn it into part of the picture. So like, I don't know, tapestries are really cool to me, and this book is awesome. And so now we have 3 more books, and it's also green, so it can grow on the green table. We got so many good green books. I'm really excited because green is my favorite color.
Then I got a book at the Boston Public Library book sale called Vineland by Thomas Pynchon. I have Gravity's Rainbow by him. It's like one of those beautiful red spine classics. And I've been really wanting to read it. I've heard lots of good things about Thomas Pynchon, and there's like lots of other books by him that I've wanted to read, like V and The Crying Lot of 49 or something like that. I think that's what it's called. People have been telling me to read his books for a while now. And so when I saw this one, I actually don't know that much about this one. I've heard more about some other ones, but when I saw this one, I thought I might as well get it because he is just one of those authors that I would really like to read some of his books.
And then to balance out all the old books that I was buying, I decided to pick up a much newer book, and it is Pathfinder by Orson Scott Card. I've been wanting to get this book for a long time, and I know I don't know too much about Orson Scott Card, but I know a lot of people have problems and issues with him as a human being, and so I feel like the best way to go about it is just to buy used editions of his books so that I'm not supporting him. So I haven't looked into it too much. I don't really have an opinion on him as a person, but I got it used. It was like $1, I think, or $2 or something. Actually, it wasn't anything because Steve stole it and bought it for me, so thank you so much. I've just been wanting to read this for ages, and I finally found it. In like perfect hardcover condition too.
Yeah, there's literally not a mark on it. It's perfect.
I was super surprised when I found it because usually they even have just like creases along the bottom and
top,
top,
even
and like
the Just jacket is perfect.
So I'm pretty thrilled about it.
And we have a bunch of Orson Scott Card books, so I haven't really read anything by him, but I'll get to him eventually. And then another book that I got, I already own this book in hardback, but I don't like the hardback cover very much. I don't know why I don't like it very much, but I just don't. I don't like the design of it. It's the wind through the keyhole, and it has like this weird tiger on it. I mean, I'm guessing that's part of the story, but it doesn't look very good to me. It's like this weird photo.
Look at the comparison.
This is the one that I got. I love the paperback edition so much.
And it's
like gorgeous.
It's matte, but then like the Stephen King is metallic silver, and it's so beautiful. This cover is gorgeous.
Yeah, this cover is gorgeous, and I don't like this cover much, but I got this on Book Outlet for really cheap, so that's why I got it. And I just don't like the way Stephen King's name is written. I don't like the font, really. I mean, I guess I don't know. I just don't really like this one that much, so I got this, because it was really cheap. We got it at a thrift store, actually. This is not one that we got at Boston Public Library. We got it at a thrift store, and it was super cheap.
So I just went $3.
Yeah, it was
perfect
like
condition.
Yeah. So I did get a book that I already owned, but in a much edition that I'm much more.
And he hasn't even read this book yet.
Haven't read this one yet.
The next book I got is one that I have read, but it was like years ago, and I don't remember it. The only memories I have of this is pretty much the boat race, and I have seen the movie, but I hate the movies.
I love the movies.
Let's not talk about the movies.
The movies are. I love the movies. When I was a kid, I used to watch those movies all the time.
I don't even know what you're talking about. The movie is Stuart Little by E.B. White.
The book is Stuart Little.
The book is Stuart Little, and it has really pretty illustrations in it. I listened to this book when I was very young. I don't remember it, and yeah, I just remember the boat race. That's like the one thing that really stood out in my mind is him being on that boat. I really like the illustrations in this book, and I think they're really pretty, and also the inside cover is really pretty. I also remember the ring getting lost. I remember 2 things from this book, but not much. And I have read other books by E.B. White. Charlotte's Web is one of my favorite children's books and favorite children's movies, actually. And
I didn't like the movie
Stuart
for that
Little,
very much. I do love them both.
Have you seen the animated one?
Oh, the animated one. That's what you're talking about. Okay,
the animated.
The real life one is awful.
It's terrible. It's like the worst movie ever. Never watch it.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
No, the animated Charlotte's Web that's older is fantastic, and it follows the book really well, to my knowledge. And anyway, I really like those, but I haven't read this one for a long time, and it was a really cool edition. This is from the 1970s, I think, and I just decided to get it because I would like to collect all of E.B. White's books in this kind of edition if I can.
The next book that I got is, I've already read all of these also. It's a series that I read last year that I really loved. And we've been collecting the physical editions when we see them at thrift stores. We already had the first one, The Sweetness at the Bottom of the Pie, and we have the 5th one, which is I'm Half Sick of Shadows, and now that we got the 2nd one, The Weed That Strings the Hangman's Bag. So I really love the series. I talk about it a lot in like my wrap-ups that I put out last year and my favorites videos that I made for last year, and I really love the series a lot, and I'm going to read them again at some point, and I really want to do it in physical editions, so we're collecting all the physical editions now. So now we have 3 of them, and we have 4 more to go. So
the last book I'm going to show you guys today is The Mystery of the Vanishing Lady by Helen Wells. This is in the same edition as like the Blue Nancy Drew books that I collect, and this is part of the Vicky Bar Flight Stewardess series, which is the most ridiculous title ever. This is from the 1950s, and yeah, I just really like these blue editions of like Nancy Drew books, and I saw this and it reminded me of it a lot, and so I got it, and I may have to give this series a whirl sometime as well. There's some other books that are like similar to the Nancy Drew books that I haven't read and I really want to pick up, so I guess this is one that'll start, but I haven't really heard of the series before, so I own one now.
The last thing is one thing that Steve got us that was in the package we got yesterday. They are called Fin Fancy Necromancy and Bigfoot Loose and Fin Fancy Free. So these are, this one has already come out, it came out last year, and this one hasn't come out yet. It actually comes out in a few days, I think. It comes out, I think, February 16th. It's like, it's an advanced reader's edition. So Steve sent me both of these to read because they're like urban fantasy mystery humor books, and I think they sound freaking awesome and hilarious, and I like was reading a little bit about them after we opened the box. I didn't know what they were, so I looked them up and was pleasantly surprised to find out that they're exactly the kind of thing that I would love to read
Chris
right now.
is running out of mysteries, and so yeah,
I mean,
there are 2 more that he has.
I'm running out of like mysteries that I've like heard a lot about that I really want to read and stuff. So these are 2 that I really want to read. I would really like to read both of these within like the next week or so I can do a nice like little review maybe of the 2nd one, because it hasn't come out yet. I feel it would be really fun to do a review of something that's just come out. That's something that I've been really wanted to do on the BookTube channel, and hopefully I can get more books from publishers eventually and try to do reviews like that. So really excited to read these. Thank you so much, Steve, for sending these. I had no idea what they were at first, but now I'm so excited to read these. Anyway, so that's everything that we wanted to show you. Be sure, if you haven't yet, to go watch part 1. And if you haven't yet, be sure to go watch the vlog where we got all this stuff. And when it comes out, the vlog, it'll be the Friday, February 12th vlog, whenever that comes out.
Yeah, and we can link that down below, so if you're watching this after the fact that it came out, just check the description to see if it's in there.
And I just want to take this opportunity again to say thank you to Steve. I mean, we've said, we can't say enough how thankful we are that we were able to go to Boston and do that, and that he sent us the stuff. And
by far the best part of going to Boston was just getting the experience of hanging out with Steve. He's just so funny and great to be around, and it was just such a blast.
It's so much fun to be around someone who loves books and who reads so much. He read almost 1,200 books last year and has read 130-something books this year.
Probably more than
It's
that
definitely,
now.
that was a week ago. A week ago he had read 138
So he's probably
books.
in the 150, 160 range now. He's crazy at reading that much. Like, I don't...
That's all he does is read, and we want him to get a booktube channel. We'd go like on that, we go like a huge tangent on our vlog channel about how much we want him to have a booktube channel, but just wanted to say thank you to him.
Yeah,
and
these books are amazing, and we're so excited to have them, and I can't thank you enough. So thank you so much, and my goodness.
And thank you guys for watching. If you have any thoughts on any of the books that we showed today, if you have any thoughts on any of the books that Giselle showed in her video, be sure to leave comments on either one of our videos letting us know. And yeah, we'll see you guys later with more.
Bye guys.